In today's candy apple tutorial, I will show you how to make the perfect candy apples for beginners using the 4-3-1 candy apple recipe. This is the perfect candy apple recipe for 6 to 8 apples. So let's get this party started off right, because if you don't know, you better ask somebody. To get the North Carolina sky blue color, I will be using Wilton's white icing color along with sky blue from Hobby Lobby. For the Duke Blue Devils color, I will add royal blue along with purple to the candy apple mixture. This is the 4-3-1 candy apple recipe for 6 to 8 candy apples. 4-3-1 means 4 cups of sugar, 3 cups of water, and 1 cup of light corn syrup. Once you have all of your ingredients added to the pot, you want to give this a stir. You want to make sure your candy apple mixture is flowing freely. You do not want thick, stuck candy apple mixture because your candy apples will come out too thick. I added Wilton's white. I am now adding Hobby Lobby's sky blue. Give it a stir. I need to make this a true Tar Heel, North Carolina color. So I am adding a tad bit of royal blue by placing a new toothpick inside the royal blue. I am adding this color to the 4-3-1 candy apple mixture. This will go on the stove until it reaches 300 degrees. This is a good time to work on my candy apple bows while my candy apple mixture is cooking. You guys know the candy apple bow routine. Make sure you wrap your ribbon around both your index and middle finger. You come up in between your middle finger. You take your ribbon and you wrap around your index finger one time. And at this point, your ribbon should be hanging right behind your middle finger. Now you take this ribbon and you tuck it in between the two, your index and your middle finger, until it reaches the other side. Pull the ribbon out. Flap the ribbon over. Flip your hand over. Take this ribbon and you tuck underneath the flap that sits on the right side. Pull the flap up to tighten your bow. Pull the flap down to secure it. Here's your cute candy apple bow. Take it off your hand. Fluff out your candy apple bow. Cut the tips on the back of your candy apple bow. Burn the tips on the back of the candy apple bow. This is what the back of your candy apple bow should be looking like, and this is what the front of your candy apple bow should be looking like. My candy apple mixture has reached 300 degrees. In order to get the perfect candy apple, you must scrape the bottom of your candy apples on the side of the pot. I repeat, in order to get the perfect candy apple, you must scrape the bottom of your candy apples really good on the side of the pot. That means no more candy dripping from the bottom. Place your candy apples on parchment paper or a silicone mat. I am adding royal blue and purple for the Duke's Blue Devils candy apples. With this particular candy apple, I will show you what happens if you do not scrape the bottom of your candy apples. You want to have the perfect candy apples, you need to scrape the bottom of your candy apples. So I am just going to let this sit on parchment paper without scraping the bottom of the apple. This is what your candy apples will look like if you do not scrape the bottom of your candy apples. If you have enjoyed this candy apple tutorial, make sure you stay tuned to watch the next videos right here on Candy Apple TV.